Hello children, I want to give you a message. I know that you have been eating fast food and soft drink for over maybe 10 years. Probably you are 10 right now. And you need to know that your mind in a subconscious level, it has two basic functions. One is to search for pleasure and the other one is to avoid pain. So let's see. Search for pleasure. You have link in your mind, and this is because of your parents, the way they feed you, that food and that drink give you some kind of pleasure in an unconscious level. So your mind automatically is going to search for that because it searches for pleasure. And the other one is to avoid pain. So now if I come to you, and you probably never exercise in your life, and if I come to you and I tell you, okay, now you have to run 5 miles a day, and you have to eat fruits and vegetables and something, it's not gonna work. And it didn't work for me. I'm talking from experience. So you gotta find a way to trick your mind. See, you start by little changes, little by little. You see, and that's what I found the bike a very, very good excuse to do that. Because let's say you also are used to being your cell phone all day or just watching movie or anything. So I want you to get a bike. I want you to get a really nice speaker. I want you to keep your cell phone and just put it on your bike. And please go to a place that there's no cars. Like those rich neighborhoods that there's no car anywhere. So you're gonna be on your bike, and at the same time as you bike, you're gonna be playing your video station, your Pokemon, I don't know what is that, your whatever video you like, chatting with your friends. But at the same time, you're moving your body and you're making fun. You're having fun, and you put music and you go dancing, and you just greet people and everything. You start trying to trick your mind that that's the pleasure, right? Because you're still doing the things that you like. Okay, when it comes to drinks and food, you can have some snacks. Try to little by little, just instead of a chocolate, you just get a banana, and you will get thirsty because you do an exercise. So you come, and you just grab a green. Make sure, I recommend seltzer with lemon, because the reason that you like Coca-Cola or something, because it has the gas, it has that sensation in your throat that is refreshing. But be advised that you've been brainwashed, brainwashed, yes. You have seen so many commercials everywhere. Coca-Cola is everywhere. So it's what your mind is accustomed, it's used to. He likes to do that. So you just change it, but those changes you are doing it on your bike. So first of all, when you get home, you have probably drank some, like 1 liter of that seltzer water, and probably you have eaten like 1 or 2 fruits, and you exercise. So you're gonna get home. So instead of watching 2 hours or 3 hours TV or 4 or 5 hours, you're gonna be a little more tired, and you're just gonna watch probably 1 hour and go to sleep. So the next day you do the same. The next day you do the same. And so you have to be focused on that first basic function of your subconscious, your paradigm, that is search for pleasure. You just gotta change that link, which now, that's why you're obese. It's because your mind links pleasure to those with the French fry, with pizza and everything. And also have the motivation that if you do this, if you are in a birthday party, there's nothing wrong to eat a piece of cake or ice cream, because you don't focus on the weight. Forget about the weight. No. just try to search what food does to you. So that's gonna be key for you to realize what are you eating, what you put it in your mouth. Remember, your body, you're gonna be with your body the rest of your life. Let's say 80 years. So imagine how perfect the human body is, that even we put so much bad food, I don't want to curse, but bad food into your system, that it needs to digest all that. Imagine, a piece of fruit with a piece of chocolate. How much more work your body has to do to digest that piece of meat, for example, with all the fat. The Latin, they eat that called chicharrón. That is the fat of the fat of the pork, and it's fried. Unbelievable! Don't ever eat that. It's and the evil thing is that it's good, and then the more you eat it, the more your body's gonna ask you for. So you try to change little by little. You gotta play with your mind. Just play tricks on your mind. And you see, I used to be 50 pounds heavier. That's what I'm talking to you from experience. And I was always focusing on my weight. I would go to a supermarket where there's a scale, and every 2 or 3 days I would weigh myself. And I say, oh, come on, I walk and I didn't lose weight. No, you don't focus on your weight. You forget about the weight. If you are 10 years old right now and you are overweight or obese, imagine it took 10 years for your body to reach that point. So you're not gonna change it, in 1 week, in 1 month. So don't worry about it. Just know that if you do exercise and you eat well, but you do it as a lifestyle, you do it because you love it. So your mind is gonna start searching for it, and you're gonna start losing weight. You don't know how much, because like in my mind, talking about that, since I start biking, I know that I will burn everything I eat. So I'm still eating pizza, I'm still eating like a child, but it's just that I'm riding so many miles every week. Talking about that, I ride my miles like an average of 100 miles. But it took me some time. I started with small steps. You start small, and then you work your way up. So that's the advice that I can give you. Don't try to do all in once, and because I have that mentality. No, okay, now next Monday or next month, I'm gonna start 100%. I will go around and I will eat nothing by vegetables and fruits, and my mind will be like crazy, and you don't even realize it. So that's very important, that you play tricks on your mind, on your subconscious mind. Because if you don't do this, your mind is gonna go to the second function, that is to avoid pain. It's gonna try to avoid, and it's gonna come back to his comfort zone. So please, children, do exercise and love nature, and love your friends, have friends, go out. Because your parents, because since you were born you're so little cute and everything, they're not telling you that you're gaining weight, because they love you, they don't want to hurt your feelings. But who's gonna hurt your feelings? When you go to school, there's so many means children that it's not their fault, it's their parents. Everything is they brought you to this world, okay? So now you talk to your parent and say, okay, you brought me to this world, so now you teach me the right way to eat. You just be real with me. And if I'm getting weight, find a way that I see as fun. I am a kid, and I want to play. So I grew up in the 90s. We didn't have a video station, internet, cell phone, and we used to play hide and seek and many games that you have, and try to start cooking. Cooking is fun, try to ask your mom to help her in the kitchen, and let's see, once a week we're gonna make a healthy snack, and just little by little you will succeed. Trust me, because we're unfortunately we're living in an evil society, when the market reigns the world. So where people believe that somebody is successful because they have money, or a woman is beautiful because she has a nice body. So it's very conflict of you how to live that way. I feel you guys, I feel you. So don't worry, if you are fat right now, trust me, you just gotta talk to your parents. Go after dinner, don't just go eat and go to sleep. No, try to just walk around the block, just walk your dog. If you don't have a dog, ask for a neighbor who happens to live in an apartment, and the selfish leave the dogs every day inside because he works all day. Oh, but at night he feels lonely, so you have a dog. So the dog is all day inside. But that's another story. But just ask for a neighbor for a dog, and you're walking for him. So you're not only doing exercise, but you're doing something good for an animal that has been inside an apartment all day. Poor dog. But that's another story that I'll talk to you later. So the more information is the key. If you know how good, for example, ginger is, how good chia is, that you don't even realize. You just put chia in everything you eat, in the yogurt and everything, and those little seeds are gonna work for you. They're incredible. The more you learn, the easier it will be for you. So when you are adult, you don't have a problem, and your self-confidence is way up there, because believe me, well, that's another issue. So I'm focused on the children. So I just wish you that you have a healthy life, and I love you children, and just be healthy. Bye.